Good evening, guys. So, we said that Raila should not go to vie for AUC. He insisted that he wanted to vie. We told him he is more beneficial in Kenya than in AUC. He refused. Sasa ameshindwa. Ametolewa katika raundi ya 7. He tried until 6th round. Congratulations, Baba, for what you've gotten so far. But now, rudi nyumbani. And when you come back, the first order of business, go to parliament, make sure you take the majority leadership in both houses. No negotiation with Ruto, no negotiation with anyone. And number 2, remove Wetangula from the speaker position. Number 3, impeach the president. Baba, tunakutegemea. Mobilize your troops, please. And pole kwa sababu umeshindwa, but it is fine. There's no another day. No. You'll be too old. You can't vie again for AUC. Your best hope and expectation is take the majority, return Kenya to democracy, and where it's supposed to be, tame President William Ruto. Thank you, Baba.
First of all, before I talk about this, I want to congratulate Kenyans. The online activism have worked. Kenyans, wewe mahali uko tu na wewe ni Mkenya na umekuwa ukipigania hii safari in whichever way through social media. Hata kama sio social media, civic education, everything, congratulations. We have won. We have won and we are winning. Now, they are assuming the power of social media. Nilisikia mwandawazi mwingine hapa, sijui MP wa Kiborek, sijui wapi, akisema what does it do, sijui change mind what, using social media just because you don't like. Now see, we have won. Social media, we have won. Continue undermining us. Si mulitufuza kwa barabara, protest mkaua, mkafanya nini, tukaingia online. Now see the fruits. My friend, see how we have painted a very negative, see how we have exposed William Ruto to the world. See how my friend, how much have you used? You have used that billion to travel 30 countries, which means each and every visit per country ilikuwa inatumia 1 billion. And as Kenyans, sisi tulikuwa tumekaa tu hivi. Mtu anakaa akienda kazi, mali anaenda, ako na bundles kidogo na kasimu kake ama ka laptop kake, anafanya maneno yake. We have won. And you think that 2027, even with state machinery, with whatever, you will win against Kenyans? You cannot win anything against Kenyans as we speak. This is not the generation that used to joke with. You people were aware of that. Yani, we have painted we have exposed you people to the even delegations in our president. Ama you think those people, they don't have advisors? Ama they even access those information? But you people, instead of coming and first make your beds, mukatumia hii kiburi yenu na kifua yenu. Ati sijui social media sijui inafanya nini. Now see, mulitumia kiburi yenu. See how we have the campaigns for Baba. See how we campaigned for Djibouti's candidate. Ameshinda. Na hatuko tunataka kitu kingine. Hatuko tunataka anything ati atatusaidia manini. We just wanted that to go away. Social media. And I tell you, in 2027, we shall campaign. We shall campaign for our candidates, right from the MCA to president, via social media. Mutakuwa mnatembea na magari, mnatumia billions of mnamwaga hiyo billions, mnapatia vijana, wanakuja wananunua bundles, wanaenda kwa social media. We campaign for our own candidates. And that is what will happen. You cannot use the mediocre ways, the conmanship that you have been using for the past, I think, 50 years, 30 years in politics to con as Kenyans. You cannot. This is not the generation to take ati wale wazee zile njia mlikuwa mnatumia ndio mnataka kutumia za kifua na kutupumbaza sisi. You cannot fight this young generation. You will not fight the Gen Z and millennials. The power of social media. You people are undermining the power of social media. Social media will make the next government. We will make the next government. We will educate our people, civic education, wachukue kura. We will mobilize via social media. We will campaign via social media. And we will make people vote new leaders via social media. Nyinyi yenyu kwisha. Sisi mnaenda nyumbani. William, hata sioni kama 2027 itafika. Sioni.
My people, President Ruto ndiye alikuwa the full cause of the failure of Raila Amolo Odinga. Mnakumbuka ile siku nikiwafanyia video amepigia Macron simu na West Africa walikuwa wamekataa hizo ujinga za Wafaransa. Alafu yeye akasema I just called him to brief him. Hiyo ndio siku wa Kenya mulitokwa. West Africa ilikasirika, in short Africa ilikasirika. Simujiulize mbona hata Watanzania wale hawakusimama na nyinyi. Mnalialia hapa ati Watanzania hawakusimama na Wakenya. That was the reason. Aliuza baba mapema. I did that video on the 30 of January. Hii hapa, isikizeni. And let me tell you something. I'm seeing the boat sinking somewhere. To whoever who was seeking for the chairmanship, somewhere, someplace, the boat is sinking. How can you embarrass? Imagine Africa nzima haitaki Wafaransa. Haitaki. They just want to be themselves. Alafu wewe unasema I just called Macron to brief him. For what purpose? Kaongo is a huge mess. And I've said what I've said. Yeah. Mumeona, hii ndio siku Ruto alimwaga kura za Raila zikaenda na maji. Alizisindikiza zikaenda na maji. Yes. Simujiulize yani mpaka the neighboring countries hazikuwapigia kura. Hata ye mwenyewe hakupiga kura yeye. Aluta. Hii video nilifanya January date 30 and it has come to pass.
Sisi tuko nyuma ya baba. Baba ya nani? Wewe una baba kwenu? Unakuja kutafuta mtu anatangatanga kwa barabara unaita baba. Wewe umekosa baba ya kwako.
And people will remember and will see in good time crooks versus righteous people. They will be able to distinguish them. And the moment they distinguish and they find out that one is a crook, they will not support that, the majority of people. Of course, you still have 20 states that supported Raila Odinga. It doesn't matter. In the end, who surrendered? Who was defeated at the AUC? It was Raila Odinga. It was not Mohammed Yusuf. It was Raila Odinga. But who was bamboozling us all over with private jets that cost 8 million per hour? It was Raila Odinga. Who took 300 plus, lunatics to go and dance in Addis Ababa and play music, Lingala, and go into 5-star hotels, and try to impress the world with their ridiculousness? It was Raila Odinga and William Ruto. Where did that take them? To the dustbin of history. Okay?
Niaje wase. Jana, what could have been our crowning moment was derailed by a series of controversies that played out in the international stage. And here is why we lost. 1. The controversial abduction of key opposition figures like Besigye in our country signaled political repression, raising serious questions about our commitment to diplomatic principles. And 2, Kenya's perceived backing of the M23 faction in the Congo-Rwanda conflict exposed a biased diplomatic strategy undermining Kenya's Pan-African vision on stability. And 3, President Ruto's decision to support Israel in its conflict with Palestine and giving high-profile treatment to Sudan's RSF leader further damaged Kenya's diplomatic image. This is despite Raila's storied career as a Pan-Africanist with deep continental ties. His record was ultimately tainted by his close association with President Ruto's diplomatically unstable decisions and opportunistic alliances. This association tainted Raila's credibility, na ika make him appear less reliable than Djibouti's steady and pragmatic candidate, Yusuf Ali. So, what's next for Kenya after losing to Djibouti? 1. Kenya must re-examine its approach to both diplomacy and domestic governance. 2, Kenya needs to prioritize internal unity, transparent leadership, and a consistent, principled foreign policy if we are to retain and regain credibility on the continental stage. And finally, it's time for President Ruto and Right Honorable Raila to rebuild trust with Kenyans, renew trust with our African counterparts, and recommit to a truly Pan-African vision that reflects the ideas and ideals we claim to hold.
Was a setup for celebration. You can all see. But I would not be telling the truth if I didn't say I am disappointed. I am. But I am disappointed because of 2 things. Number 1, I am disappointed that Raila Amolo Odinga did not win.
I want to pose a question to you. Akili ni zako. Ni nani, how many of you wanajua the Djibouti's president? Ni wangapi wanamjua? And I am sure 90% of you watching this video mtajua president wa Djibouti leo. Anaitwa Ismail. Ismail hata hatujui kama amesoma ama amefanya nini. Sisi hata hatujui, hata tungejua ni president wa wapi. Hatujai muona akitangatanga, utai muona wapi. Lakini huyu wetu Kasongo anajulikana hadi na mtoto kwa South Africa. Huko chini hakuna mtu ajui Kasongo. Hakuna mtu anatangaza juzi yako na PhD, hakuna mtu ajui yako na PhD. Hakuna mtu ajui yako. Anaweza kula lunch. Akule breakfast London. Akule lunch China. Akuje hapa Uganda. Akuje cho Uganda. Hakuna mtu amjui Africa. And with all that influence he couldn't deliver. Because kwa nini? Watu wamejua ni mkora. Watu washajua ni mkora. Wanaona tu ni PR. You talk less. Work, deliver, let people feel the impact of your work. Sasa niulize pia wewe baba. Huyo alikuwa mtu wa kunini? Hawa wenye unafanya nao campaign kina Makau wa drunkard. Si afadhali hata ungechukua Gaucho wakiwa na Kasamuel waende wakufanyie campaign. People like Karen Nyamo, alafu unaandamana na people like Karen Nyamo. Is Karen Nyamo someone? Sasa niulize matako na uchaguzi. Why did you have to go with all those CS governors wherever waende wakae kwa hoteli na hata wako na nini? Why? Sometimes work in silence, let people feel your effects. Sasa ona umepoteza even after kuandamana na watu wengi kufanya nini? Wewe ulijiunganisha na mkora. Ulijiunganisha na mkora. Umeanguka baba, wewe rudi. Sisi tulikuwa tumekasirika, rudi tu huku. Wewe kuja serve Kenyans. Kenya is more important than Africa, and you can't go to build Africa without building Kenya. Wewe kuja, sisi tunakugoja huku, sisi tunakupenda, unisaliti. Sisi tuko na hiyo uchungu kama majenzi. Sisi tuko na uchungu. Wewe kuja jenga Kenya.
Good morning, Kenya. Just as we saw yesterday that what we've been saying all along, that Raila Odinga will fail in AUC simply because he was sponsored by William Ruto. One day, very soon, we will wake up one morning and we will hear aliyekuwa rais wa Kenya, William Samoei Arap Kipchirchir Ruto. And that is going to happen because our president has refused to listen to the people of Kenya. We have been called online keyboard warriors. But it is working because all those presidents of Africa knew exactly what was happening in Kenya and they voted in the right way.
Oya, sikizeni sasa udaku ya Raila na
Ruto. Sasa vuteni viti, musikie story ya AUC. Haya. You see how initially ODM was claiming they have no pact with Ruto, and that Baba only gave him experts because the country was burning. Rao sat with his circle and told them he's negotiated with the Kasongo for positions and AUC slot. That is Museveni who brokered the deal. But that he will resign as AUC chair after garnering networks and resources and vie against Ruto in 2027. Ruto's biggest dream is and has always been State House. Haya, Judas ndio hiyo kufikishia Ruto habari. Ruto pia sat his circle down and decided they will pretend to support Rao but sabotage him on the vote. Ndio aonekane failure home and away who betrayed Gen Z. Thus puncture his 2027 chances. Rao pia akasikia vile amepangiwa. He told his houses to now support Ruto for 2027. At he's changed his mind. Sasa hata resign from AUC. Hapo ndio hornbills like Wandai, Junet, Wanga started shouting that Luos will support Ruto for 2027. Unahitaji kunywa kitu. Wow. Are we together hard hapo? Bas, that's why ODM kuna msuko-suko. Cause the likes of Orengo, Sifuna are asking akina Wanga, oya, see we decided huyu mtu we are vying against him in 2027. Why are you declaring support for him? Now Kalenjin Mafia are very unforgiving and cunning while Baba changed his mind against 2027 ballot if he wins AUC. Akina Faruk decided njia ni moja. Pour money and resources and pretend to campaign for this old Luo wanka. Anyway, then angusha yeye kwa ballot. Kura ya Wajaluo isikustue. Hata Raila huwa awampei 90%. Kura utaiba through wa Somali and Ugandans through the borders. That's why Ruto's friend Museveni did not show up to vote. His representative had explicit instructions to vote Djibouti or abscond. That's how greedy conman got conned out of AUC seat. Angetulia, awachana na Ruto 2027 would have been his to take. He never learns though. Sijawaambia how Kalenjin Mafia are planning to sponsor Ndindi Nyoro against Matiang'i, Uhuru's candidate to ruin Mount Kenya block. Maneno ni mengi, masaa tutatafuta. That is from yours truly, Maverick Aoko.
My people, imagine hata after Trump kufreeze mambo na Haiti, your president anataka AU adapt Haiti as its African 6th region. Actually, isi kucheka. Someone to tell me something unique about Haiti. Ama ilikuwa mboka. Alafu mkumbuke watu wa wajahili jana matokeo. Mwacheni kutupelekea syllabus mbio sana. What is funny about Haiti? Ama nataka kwenda kuwa uko president coming in the year 2027. Because how can you be Haiti this, Haiti that? What's funny? What is the support for Haiti? Ama Haiti kuna conducive environment kushinda Kenya? Bado imagine AU ina deal na watu wenye wako Kongo, Boko Haram wako Kongo. Munataka tena kuwawekea mizigo. Pole. Aluta. We are watching. Sisi ni spectators too.
Raila has lost. But why has he lost? He's lost because of his association with Ruto. And in as much as you may say, there was no way he could have done it without Ruto. Ruto, of course, used state machinery to move him around. The problem arises where all these things that have been happening in 2024, including how the young people were killed in the streets and all the things that are going on in Kenya, everything that you see and you make noise about is also being seen outside Africa. And Ruto has a very bad reputation. In as much as he's our president, there's a lot that is going out there that is the truth, including the people who have never been found. And also you and me who are making these videos and saying the truth that is happening, the voices of the people of Kenya has been heard. And Raila has associated himself with Ruto throughout his campaign period, and he has always called Ruto a statesman, and he has always shown that they are together and they are one. While the people of his country are suffering, the people of his country are being abducted, the people of his country are being unalived. So whatever Ruto is has been translated to who Raila is. All these countries, they have intelligence. They can always put a small task force to look into who Raila is and who Ruto is and what they stand for. And if they look at the other candidate in Djibouti and they see he has not associated himself with any extrajudicial anything, and when you look at Ruto, there's a lot that has been said, and these are the things that end up being the factors to be considered in the final decision of any president in choosing who is going to become the AU chairman. So, in as much as Raila has lost, it's because of who he associated himself with. He could have gone there and stood as a single person who wants to unite Africa. At the same time, while he was campaigning for himself, anything that was happening in his country, we could have been hearing his voice in saying this is wrong, because it shows if you are good at home, therefore you can be good for Africa. But if you are not really paying attention to what's going on in your own backyard, and you're not really voicing your opinion about it for it to end, how are we supposed to vote for you so that you fight for nations which are far from where you live? How are you supposed to fight for the bigger continent as a whole? So those are the questions these African leaders must have asked themselves and said, if this person doesn't even fight for the people in his own country, well, the person who is doing these things to the people is working with him, is campaigning for him, and they are acting as if everything is normal. But no, things are not. So, Raila, wherever you are, just know you could have won this seat. But the person you associated yourself with is the person that let you down because of the reputation he has, and also because you didn't voice your opinion on the plight of the people of your own nation. When they were crying, when they are losing their children, you did not talk. And all these presidents look into those small factors, and it leads to them not voting for you despite how much effort you put in it.
But I want to begin by thanking all of you. You made me so proud. That you have traveled all the way from Kenya to Addis Ababa, Ethiopia, to be with Baba at this moment in time. It is something. I saw some of our people from Mandera, our chairman of Mandera Nuskilo, is still around. Nuskilo, is around. They came by bus all the way from Kenya up to here. It's a real sign of dedication and commitment. So I'm so touched and so moved. We accept the results, and I've congratulated my competitor who has won, and I wish you all the best.
This is why I say, when I look at some ODMers stupidly supporting Kasongo, that because Kasongo is supporting Raila to become the AU chairman.
Yes.
These are the things that will make Raila not become AU chairman. If you are looking for the reasons,
Yeah.
if Raila is going to lose this election, it's because of this kind of things. Because what message are you sending?
Yeah.
What message are you sending to the rest of the continent? Because number one,
Yes.
it means that this country does not believe in the rule of law.
Yeah.
This country is a concrete jungle that anything goes.
Yeah.
This is just a gangster republic.
Yes.
And I told you last year, some of these presidents you are seeing have suffered in the hands of an oppressive regime before they became presidents.
Yeah.
Then now, they are seeing this happening in Kenya because of people holding contrary views to the regimes in their home countries.
Yeah.
That the Kenyan response is to arrest them and reform them, send them back to their countries to face persecution. They will not. They will not.
Yeah.
In fact, the number one big campaigner of Raila Odinga to become AU chairman is William Ruto. Through his conduct.
But he's outside there campaigning for
He is outside there advertising how repressive he is.
Yeah.
And this could have made sense in the old Africa. The old Africa, where almost 100% of the leaders were dictators.
Yeah.
But now we have a new emerging leadership in Africa of people who have fought in the trenches and became presidents.
Yeah.
They are going to be the voters there.
Yes.
Fire in Senegal
was
in prison 3 weeks to election date when he was released.
True.
Became president.
Yeah.
A victim of oppression.
Yes.
The Zambian president,
Hakainde,
was a victim.
Yeah.
Had over 20 trumped-up charges against him.
Yes.
He's now president.
Yeah.
Duma Boko of Botswana, same.
Yeah.
So, what nonsense is this? And then you expect them to ignore.
Yeah.
And Ruto being Raila'S chief campaigner, do you know what some of these presidents are saying?
Yeah.
That is his local politics. He's trying to solve his local politics using AU.
Yeah.
Even as we have our local politics, we have our opponents locally. How comes we are not taking them to AU so that we can get a breather? So he's the number one big campaigner. So the ODM folks,
yes.
I mean, it's your right to choose.
Yeah.
It's your right to support Kasongo if you want to.
Yeah.
But what I can't understand is you're shooting yourself in the foot. The person who you think is helping you is the one even causing you the greatest harm.
Yes.
Raila would not be campaigning like he's campaigning today.
Yeah.
If he was the Raila of Rio. But now he has to campaign twice as hard, 3 times as hard.
Yeah.
Because he's carrying the burden of William Ruto. And William Ruto is doing everything every day.
Yeah.
Every day. He's doing something
new
to undermine. If Raila has gotten 2 more votes, Ruto does something, he loses 1. He has to wake up early morning. You saw him going to Ghana.
Yes.
And he seems to have been snapped by the president in Ghana.
Yeah.
The people of Ghana were cheering Traore of Burkina Faso.
Yes.
Why is Ruto being snapped? He's seen as a pariah. That is your chief campaigner. Good luck. How long will Raila Odinga carry this burden? Yeah, it's not a burden on the shoulders of Raila Odinga. When, for example, they abduct Besigye in Kenya and take him to Uganda, do you know what that means? Raila is out there in Africa looking for votes. Then you abduct a senior political leader in Africa, forcefully and repatriated. In the continent, we have people who are formerly opposition leaders. The one in Senegal left prison straight 3 weeks to State House. 3 weeks. He was a victim of an oppressive regime. The one in Zambia was a victim of an oppressive regime, imprisoned so many times, almost 20 times. The one in Botswana who has just been elected the other day, a victim. And you can go on and on in Africa. People have become presidents that were previously opposition leaders. Then in Kenya, you're advertising to the Africa that somebody of Besigye's stature, Kenyan state can just allow his abduction here and being taken to a military court in Uganda. Raila cannot even speak in support of Besigye. Cannot. Why? But that is comrade in arms. You are making Raila's work very difficult. They look at Raila and say, hey, wait a minute. These Kenyans are not good for political rights. I don't respect. So that is the burden Raila has to carry now. He's now carrying the burden of William Ruto, not just in Kenya, but in the continent. Because people are not going to ask Raila that you abducted Besigye. You are the country candidate. They will not say it was Ruto. Raila will be doing an explanation, trying to defend himself that I'm not part of this administration. But was it necessary? So it's a burden. Okay. William Ruto is a burden. And I'm advising Raila Odinga's supporters. When the rest of the country is uniting against William Ruto, don't continue carrying the burden of William Ruto. Maybe it is time some of them start telling Raila Odinga that no, it's too much. This burden is too heavy. They should all join the rest of the nation in sorting this problem once and for all. And they should not shy about it.
You know, I know Munaombea Baba, I am the AU. Even me, he's my friend. He has died with me. And I wish him the best in his personal ambitions. And I want to say, kama nakosa hiyo kiti, it is because of Kaongo. Si Baba, ni kwa ajili ya Kaongo. Kwa sababu kijana, jina ya Kaongo huku nje ni mbaya sana. Ni kwa ajili ya Kaongo. Akikosa in 1 week's time, tafadhali hapa Ng'ia Mkurume mumwambie sasa Kaongo aende. Kaongo afanye nini?
Kusambaza hiyo message. Thank you. Fagia
What?
I'll take it to all the corners. You take it to the entire nation. Yes.
Eh?
Yes. It is a very solid car. Thank you, sir.
Ndugu yangu,
God bless you.
fagia wote.
Kazi yangu.
Asante.
Ndugu yangu.
Good luck, my brother.
Thank you so much.
Good luck. Good luck.
All
the best.
Thank you, sir. It's time for a fresh start. Tunafagia wote. Your Excellency.
Aya, alafu matopare. Okay, matopare. Matopare. Topa. Matopare. Matopare. Topa.
Tuesday. Tunarudi uwanjani.
She asked me, baby, where you from? I told her, Kenya.
I beg of us, I really want to beg of us today, as the chair of UDA, let's stay focused to what it is we promise those hustlers. Because if we don't deliver, those hustlers will send us out of power, and they'll send us with vengeance. So let us talk about roads, electricity, education, health, types. Let's tone down on the politics. It is not healthy. It is not healthy. It is the wrong time.
Wananchi naweza sikia kuchukua William Ruto. Wanaweza mchukua kwa sababu sisi wananchi, we don't need him. Ametuchosha. Ama nyinyi mjachoka? Mjachoka na Ruto? Ule mtu anataka kuchukua William Ruto, you can take him for free, take Wetangula for free, take Mudavadi for free. Tunawapea hizo takataka zote. Waende waongoze if they are good to you.
Zile vitu tunaongea sisi si wenda wazimu. Their plan is exposed. In God we trust. Na nyinyi mtajua hii nchi ni ya Mungu. Sisi tuko na God. Mko na power. Mko na those Subaru boys. Mko na guns. Na sisi tuko na God. I'm telling you, this is a David Goliath war. This is a David Goliath war. Sisi generation yetu, sisi tuko na Mungu. In God I trust. In God we trust.
Majenzi mko, kazi mnafanya kwa mtandao ni mzuri sana, na tunapongeza nyinyi, na muendelee. Mtaendelea. Lakini mtandao peke yake haitoshi. Tunataka mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Wale watu ambaye watakomboa Kenya hii, wenye kuamua Kenya itaongozwa namna gani, ni hao majenzi wetu mwaka wa 2027. Lakini hamwezi amua Kenya itakaa namna gani kwa simu peke yake. Lazima mchukue vitambulisho, lazima mjiandikishe kama wapiga kura. Siku hiyo ikifika, muamuke saa 9, muungane na sisi na wengine, tuende pale kwa debe, tutafute uongozi wa maana ambaye utaheshimu wa Kenya, utaheshimu demokrasia na utakubali kufanyia kila mtu maendeleo. Tumekubaliana majenzi?
Hata nasahau tarehe ni gani. Mimi siko na tarehe kwa kalenda. Na mimi hata sina haja nayo. Mimi chenye niko na haja nayo ni serikali ya 2027. Huyu mkata ushuru tumtoe. Na tuungane si wote.
Meta vile naona nisha reject hiyo finance bill 2025. Ningoje tu date ya maandamano. Juu mambo yendi bana. Mimi hata wafanye nini? Mimi nisha reject. Mufanye nini? Nisha reject. Mufanye nisha reject. Nime reject. Mtoe date ya maandamano sasa bana.
And we are not alone. There's a new force of nature at hand, stirring all over the world. They are the young people whom, frankly, we have failed, who are angry, who are organized, who are capable of making a difference. They are a moral army. And the most important thing that we can do for them is to get the hell out of their way.
Kwanza mimi ikifika 2027 naiba mpaka kura ya madhangu na budangu. Sitaki warudi tu huko tena. Si youth church anuka. Madha zetu bado Ruto unaenda home na 13 parliament tunaivunja. Wende home wote tuanze fresh.
Mr. Speaker, sir, I'm here to address you. You must go. Ruto must go. Kwapa na hatuendi. Kwapa tunalala huku na hatuendi. We don't fear you guys. You hypocrites. We don't fear you. Mr. Speaker, we don't fear you. Tuko ndani. We stomped inside. Sisi ni nani? I'm inside. Niko ndani. Na tunamalizana na nyinyi. Tunamalizana na nyinyi. Mmetutesa sana. Today is today. You must hear our cry. Sisi ni sisi. Utatusikiza. Hii ni bunge yetu. Sisi tumewafanya mko hapa. This is our parliament. You must hear us. Kama hamna masikio, tutawafanya msikie. Poa manze.
Sha nini? President, tunataka kuambia uko na miaka 2 katika ofisi. Na hawa wananchi hawa they will punish you na hata ukiwa na pesa watakutoa nje.
Wacheni tu mimi niseme na mapema. Ndio kama kuna list na andiko mniweke kwa list. I can't wait to reject Finance Bill 2025. I can't wait because I know it will be something absurd. It will be something mental. I can't wait. Mniweke kwa list jameni. List reject.
Idiots who don't want to participate in the affairs of their nation, they think things will just work in and of themselves. Then they are tribalists. And these tribalists, they think that they are only safe with people who are from their tribe. And tribe can mean people from the same culture, same language, or same culture. Then they are citizens. These are individuals who are responsible and know that when you want to be served, you must give those who have the desire and the intellectual capacity to serve you. In many societies, it is only a small percentage of people that can be called citizens, not more than 5%. And if a society wants to grow in the right direction, civic education is what will help the idiot and the tribalist to become a citizen.
Mungu yetu itoe Ruto Kenya, hata kama angalau na jali. Sisi Kenya tumechoka na Ruto, maisha imekaribikia, analipisha mpaka sodo ya wamama. Pure kabisa Ruto. We don't like you, go home. Sasa tafuta kiongozi ambaye anapenda mwananchi na anapenda kijana kama sisi.
They want to be described as honorable even when they are horrible. They acquire things which they have not worked for. They promise us things that they know they will never deliver. And there is no shortage of such men and women in the African continent.
Now, why do you want Ruto gone?
We want Ruto gone because he is killing innocent people. He's wanting to pass the Finance Bill 2024. He's putting tax on sanitary products that girls can't even buy. He can't go to school. He's corrupt. He's taking the money. He needs to go.
Yes.
Get out. If you're going to raise anything, start with your hairline.
Nice.
Control, alt, delete, Ruto. The drunk did better than you. Drunkard did better than you.
Nice.
Now the next election,
yes.
Unajua hawa ndio watakuwa nasema fagia wote ama mtasema namna gani? This generation,
yes,
they use their might because they didn't vote, the largest vote in the last election.
Hi Kenyans, mi sina maneno mengi. All I want to say is Ruto must go. like yesterday. Bye.